Imagine being able to press a button and reverse your aging process. This isn't a science fiction movie. It's a reality lived by over 90,000 people in Japan who are over 100 years old with a vitality that science couldn't explain. They don't use magic pills or expensive technologies. Their secret is a code of 6 simple movements, practiced for a few minutes a day, which have been kept hidden from everyone. And the most shocking thing, these movements are not from Japan. They are an echo of a lost wisdom from ancient Egypt, attributed to Thoth, the god who supposedly held the secret to controlling time itself. In this video, I'm going to reveal the first of these 6 exercises, a 1-minute test that, according to science, can predict your longevity more accurately than your blood pressure. If you ignore this, you're literally throwing years of your life away. Stay with me, because what you're going to learn today could forever change the way your body ages. If you believe the body has the power to heal itself, comment, "The power is within." Man is his own predecessor and successor. He creates his future while thinking about the present. Thoth, the scribe of the gods, was not merely a figure to be worshipped in temples. He was seen as the architect of knowledge, the cosmic intelligence that recorded the secrets of the universe. Legend says he inscribed this wisdom on tablets made from a single piece of emerald, a material that, according to the ancients, vibrated at a frequency capable of preserving knowledge through the ages. These emerald tablets did not contain spells or magical rituals to cheat death. They contained something far more powerful, an instruction manual for human consciousness and its vehicle, the body. What Thoth inscribed on these tablets was a map for transcending the limitations we believe to be real. He taught that aging, illness, and weakness are not natural conditions, but the result of a body that has lost its harmony with the order of the universe. The secret was not in fighting against time, but in learning to flow with it. For Thoth, the body was not just flesh and bone. It was a musical instrument, and every cell, every organ, every joint needed to be tuned to vibrate in harmony with the symphony of creation. This attunement was not achieved through brute force or strenuous exercise. The key, according to Thoth's teachings, lay in vibration, energy, and consciousness. He revealed that specific movements, when combined with breath and focused intention, could alter the body's vibrational frequency. This would allow the body to align with the fundamental principle governing the entire universe, Ma'at. Ma'at is not just a goddess. It is the Egyptian concept of truth, balance, order, and harmony. To live in Ma'at was to live in tune with the truth of the cosmos, and this attunement was directly reflected in the health and vitality of the physical body. This knowledge was considered so powerful, so transformative, that it could not be openly shared. It was guarded, transmitted in secret through mystery schools, from master to disciple, for millennia. It was believed that humanity was not ready to understand that the power to heal and rejuvenate did not come from outside, from gods or potions, but from within. The truth that the body is a portal to the unlimited energy of the universe was veiled in symbols and allegories, waiting for the moment when human consciousness was mature enough to decipher the code, and now that moment has arrived. Modern science, with its instruments capable of measuring the invisible, is unknowingly validating these ancient principles. Studies on neuroplasticity, epigenetics, and bioelectricity are beginning to prove what Thoth already knew. Consciousness can, in fact, influence matter. Conscious movement can reconfigure neural networks, activate genes linked to longevity, and optimize the flow of energy throughout the body. What was once considered esotericism is becoming scientific fact, revealing that the ancient Egyptians possessed a far more advanced understanding of human biology than we imagined. The body, Thoth taught, is the key that unlocks the door to mastery of life. The 6 rituals we will explore are not merely physical exercises, they are keys passed down through time, each designed to unlock a specific aspect of your potential for self-healing and renewal. They are the practical application of the wisdom of the Emerald Tablets, adapted for the modern world. And the way this wisdom traveled from the Nile to the islands of Japan reveals a universal pattern connecting all the great cultures of antiquity. The bridge between Egypt and Japan. How could such secret knowledge, born on the banks of the Nile River, resurface on the other side of the world, in modern Japan? The answer lies not in maps or trade routes, but in a universal truth that transcends geography and time: the search for harmony. What the Egyptians called ma'at, cosmic order and perfect balance, found an almost identical mirror in a seemingly distinct culture. In Japan, this same principle is known as wa, a profound concept that signifies peace, harmony, and the essential balance between the individual, society, and nature. While Western civilization was immersed in a philosophy of conquest, competition, and domination over nature, the East followed a different path. Cultures like the Japanese preserved the art of stillness, intention, and movement that heals rather than breaks. They understood that true strength does not come from tension and brute force, but from fluidity and the ability to move in harmony with the flow of life. Japan, with its culture of deep respect for ancestors and simplicity, unknowingly became a perfect guardian of the wisdom of Thoth. The 6 rituals practiced by Japanese centenarians are not a direct copy of Egyptian teachings. They are the physical manifestation, the bodily expression of the same universal laws that Thoth inscribed on his tablets. It is as if the same seed of wisdom had been planted in different soils and blossomed in unique ways, but maintaining the same essence. Modern science, with its ability to analyze every detail of human movement, now serves as the bridge connecting these 2 worlds, proving what the wise men always knew. What was once considered mysticism is now validated by concrete data. Science can measure how gentle, deliberate movements rewire the brain, strengthen the immune system, and calm the nervous system. It can prove that focused intention during a movement can alter the expression of our genes. The 6 rituals, which at first glance appear to be a Japanese invention for the health of the elderly, are, in fact, the practical application of the cosmic laws of harmony and vibration. They are the living bridge between ancient Egypt and modern Japan, between esoteric wisdom and irrefutable scientific proof. This connection shows that the truth about human vitality does not belong to a single culture or era. It is a heritage of humanity, knowledge that emerges repeatedly in different forms. Whenever people seek to live in greater alignment with the laws of nature, what the Japanese did was preserve this practice in its purest and most effective form, integrating it into their daily lives in a way that the West has completely forgotten. They transformed movement into a form of meditation, a way of dialoguing with one's own body. And this journey of rediscovery begins with something you do every day, an act so fundamental that you never stop to think you might be doing it wrong. The first of these 6 rituals will challenge everything you think you know about the simple act of walking. It is the first key to unlocking this ancient code, a movement that can be the fundamental difference between aging marked by pain and dependence and a long life with grace, strength, and independence. Forget everything you know about complicated exercises. In Japan, doctors don't just look at blood tests or blood pressure to assess a patient's health. They use a test of disconcerting simplicity, a single movement that can predict your longevity with frightening accuracy. Standing on one leg. It may seem trivial, almost child's play, but behind this act lies a profound truth about how your body and brain are aging. This is the first secret, the first practical key to the Thoth code. A landmark study from Fukuoka University followed thousands of people for over a decade. The results were shocking. A person's ability to balance on one leg for 1 minute proved to be a stronger and more accurate indicator of longevity than many traditional medical markers. Those who could perform the test easily and practiced it daily had a 68% lower risk of suffering hip fractures, a leading cause of loss of independence in old age. But the benefit went far beyond the bones. What happens in your body when you try to balance on one leg? It's not just a test of muscle strength, it's a complex neurological test. To maintain balance, your brain needs to instantly process information coming from your eyes, your inner ear, and hundreds of tiny sensors in your muscles and joints. It then needs to send precise commands so that hundreds of muscles from your foot to your core make constant micro-adjustments. It's an intense workout for your central nervous system. This exercise, known as the Sage's Balance, is a direct application of Thoth's principle of finding one's own center to achieve stability in the universe. By forcing your body to find this point of physical balance, you are actually forcing your brain to create new neural connections. Imaging scans have shown that regular practitioners had a greater volume of gray matter in the brain areas responsible for balance, cognition, and memory. You are literally building a younger and more resilient brain. Most people silently lose this ability after the age of 40 without ever realizing it. Modern life, with its chairs and flat paths, no longer challenges our balance system, and this progressive loss is what leads to falls and frailty in old age. Practicing the Sage's Balance for just 1 minute on each leg every day is like pressing a reset button on your neurological clock. It's a simple act that trains your body not to fall, to remain stable and strong in the face of life's challenges. This minute of conscious stillness is much more than an exercise. It's an act of communication with your body, a moment to feel the subtle adjustments and innate intelligence that keeps you upright. It's the foundation, the cornerstone upon which other secrets will be built. By mastering this first ritual, you're not just improving your balance, you're preparing your nervous system for the next challenge, an even more revealing movement that will expose, without a doubt, your true biological age. The movement that reveals your real age. Now imagine an even more profound test. A movement that not only predicts your longevity, but reveals your true functional age. The real age of your body, regardless of what your birth certificate says. Imagine being able to sit on the floor and stand up again, but with one condition: without using your hands, knees, or any kind of support. For most people in the Western world, raised in a culture of chairs and sofas, This simple task has become an almost impossible challenge. But for Japanese centenarians, it's as natural as breathing. This humble transition from the floor to a standing position is the second secret. A massive study conducted by the University of Tsukuba, which followed more than 10,000 people, revealed a shocking truth. Those who could sit and stand up from the floor fluidly and without using their hands had a drastically lower mortality rate in the following years. With each point of support used, such as a hand or knee, the risk of death increased significantly. This is not just a test of strength or flexibility. It's a test of your body's integration. What does this movement actually test? It assesses a combination of skills that we silently lose over the years. It requires core strength to stabilize the trunk, mobility in the hips and ankles to allow for range of motion, coordination to sequence actions correctly, and most importantly, motor planning. Your brain needs to plan and execute a complex series of commands to move your body against gravity efficiently. It's a neurological test disguised as a physical movement. Practicing this transition daily is like taking a step back in time. Every time you sit down and stand up from the floor, you are reteaching your body the fundamental movement patterns it was designed to perform. You are nourishing your joints, strengthening the stabilizing muscles that most exercises ignore, and crucially, keeping your brain sharp. It's the guarantee of your independence. The ability to get up from the floor on your own is literally the ability to get up after a fall, the ability to continue living your life without depending on others. This movement is the physical manifestation of Thoth's wisdom on the importance of spinal flexibility, our tree of life, as a channel for vital energy. A stiff spine and a body that cannot move freely are signs of a blocked energy flow. By practicing this transition, you are restoring fluidity not only in your muscles and joints, but in your entire energy system. You are telling your body that it is still young, capable, and resilient. Mastering the art of sitting and standing from the floor is the ultimate preparation for what's to come. You've strengthened your nervous system with balance, and now you've restored your body's functional mobility. You're rebuilding your foundation layer by layer, preparing for the best-kept secret of Japanese centenarians. A morning ritual that unites millions of people in a single movement. A 3-minute dance that has the power to renew every cell in your body. Imagine waking up and instead of being greeted by the shrill sound of an alarm, you are invited by a gentle piano melody. Every morning, promptly at 6:30 a.m., this music echoes through radios across Japan. It's not a news broadcast, it's not an advertisement. It's a call, an invitation for millions of people, from children to the elderly, to move together in a sacred ritual of renewal. This is Radio Taiso, a routine of just 3 minutes that contains the third and perhaps most powerful secret to a long and healthy life. Radio Taiso is not a workout. There are no weights, no jumps, no exhaustion. It is a sequence of 13 smooth and fluid stretches more akin to a dance. Arm circles, side bends, knee raises, all executed with a grace and intention reminiscent of ancient martial arts. Each movement has been carefully designed to gently awaken the body, moving each joint to its maximum range of motion, but without forcing. It is the embodiment of Thoth's principle that fluid and continuous movement is the key to vitality. Modern science once again confirms what Japanese tradition has practiced for almost a century. A massive study with over 8,000 elderly people revealed impressive results. Daily practitioners of Radio Taiso experienced 40% fewer falls and a 55% reduction in chronic back and shoulder pain. The secret lies not in strength, but in lubrication. The rhythmic and gentle movement stimulates the production of synovial fluid, the body's natural oil that nourishes and protects the joints. It is the perfect antidote to the stiffness that sets in with age. The timing of the practice is crucial. Performing Radio Taiso right after waking up, when growth hormone levels are naturally at their peak, maximizes its effects. You are essentially taking advantage of your body's biological repair window. These 3 minutes not only warm up the muscles, they send a signal to every cell in your body to awaken, repair, and renew. It's a way of telling your system that the day has begun and that it needs to operate at its maximum capacity. It's cellular renewal set in motion. This collective ritual also has a powerful psychological component. Knowing that millions of other people are making the same movements at the same time creates a sense of connection and purpose. You are not just exercising, you are participating in a tradition, a communal act that reinforces habit and discipline. It is the union of Japanese wa, social harmony, with individual care. A practice that nourishes the body, mind, and spirit simultaneously in less time than it takes to prepare a cup of coffee. With the nervous system fine-tuned by balance and mobility restored by the transition from the floor, the Radio Taiso dance acts as the catalyst that integrates everything. It prepares your body for the day, lubricating its gears and filling it with energy. Now that the foundations have been laid, we are ready to delve into the heart of this ancient wisdom. We are ready to reveal the final 3 exercises, the movements that form the core of Thoth's power to, in fact, reverse time. The 3 final exercises of Thoth to reverse time. Now we arrive at the core of this ancient wisdom. The 3 movements you are about to discover are the essence of what Thoth taught about mastering life force. They are the rituals that, combined with those you have already learned, complete the code for reversing aging. The first of these is Sampo, the art of mindful walking. Forget walking as an exercise to burn calories. Sampo is a meditation in motion. You walk at half your normal pace, in silence, focusing on each step and your breath. The technique is simple. Inhale for 2 steps, hold your breath for 2 steps, and exhale slowly for 4 steps. This deliberate rhythm does more than just calm the mind. A Kyoto University study followed Sampo practitioners and found that, within a few months, they experienced a 62% reduction in arterial stiffness, a key marker of cardiovascular aging. By forcing the foot into full and deliberate contact with the ground, from heel to toe, you activate all 33 joints in the foot, sending a cascade of neurological signals that reprogram your balance and posture system. It's the fine-tuning of the body, a daily realignment that prepares the ground for the next ritual. The second and final movement is the deep squat rest. In a world dominated by chairs, we have lost one of the most natural and restorative postures for human beings. The deep squat, with heels on the ground and back straight, is how the body was designed to rest. For the Japanese, squatting is not an exercise, it's part of life. Maintaining this position for just 2 minutes a day has a profound impact. A 12-year study revealed that older adults able to maintain a deep squat were 70% less likely to need assisted care in old age. Biomechanically, the deep squat is a miracle. It opens the hips, decompresses the lumbar spine, strengthens the pelvic floor, and nourishes the knee and ankle joints with synovial fluid. It's the perfect counterpoint to the hours we spend sitting, reversing the damage caused by the chair. Recovering this ability is recovering the independence and mobility of youth. It's a return to our primordial posture, an act of grounding that reconnects us with the energy of the earth. A fundamental principle in Thoth's teachings on drawing vitality from our environment. The third and final exercise is the towel twist. This may seem the simplest of all, but its effects are incredibly complex. Holding a towel stretched at shoulder height, with your hands apart, you slowly twist your torso from side to side, maintaining tension on the towel. This tension activates deep, stabilizing muscles along the spine that conventional workouts simply ignore. But the real magic happens in the brain. The twisting of the torso, while the arms create an opposing force, forces the two cerebral hemispheres to communicate intensely. This movement improves coordination, reaction time, and memory. A 20-year study with elderly Japanese people showed a result that seems like science fiction. Those who practiced the towel twist for just 2 minutes daily lived, on average, 7 years longer and with a higher quality of life. It is the ultimate integration, the movement that unites body and mind, the perfect closing of the cycle. Together, Sampo, deep squat, and the towel twist form the pinnacle of the practice, the direct application of Thoth's knowledge. But why exactly are these simple movements so incredibly powerful? Why do these 6 movements, which seem so simple, almost too basic, have such a profound power to reverse aging? The answer lies not in magic or mysticism, but in advanced physiology and the way our bodies are designed to function. What ancient sages like Thoth knew intuitively, modern science is now decoding in the laboratory. The key lies in how these rituals communicate directly with our body's control system, the nervous system, and the endocrine system. Let's start with the brain. Exercises like the sage balance and the towel twist are a feast for neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to reorganize itself and create new connections. Every time you challenge yourself to find balance or coordinate a complex twist, you're forcing your brain out of autopilot. This stimulates the production of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF, a protein that acts as a fertilizer for neurons, helping them grow, connect, and protect against age-related degeneration. You are literally building a younger brain. Next, we have the hormonal system. Fluid and conscious movements like radio taiso and sampo have a profound effect on reducing cortisol, the stress hormone. Chronic stress is one of the biggest accelerators of aging, causing inflammation, damaging DNA, and suppressing the immune system. By practicing these gentle movements, you activate the parasympathetic nervous system, the body's rest and repair mode. This lowers cortisol levels and allows the body to direct its energy toward healing, cell regeneration, and tissue maintenance. And what about our joints and muscles? The pain and stiffness we associate with old age are not inevitable. They are, to a large extent, the result of lack of movement. Rituals like the deep squat, rest, and floor transitions ensure that our joints move through their full natural range. This stimulates the production of synovial fluid, the lubricant that keeps joints healthy and pain-free. Furthermore, They activate deep, stabilizing muscles that support our posture and protect our spine. Muscles that most conventional workouts completely ignore. The true genius of these 6 rituals lies in their holistic approach. They don't isolate a muscle or system. They treat the body as an integrated whole. The sage's balance trains the brain. The floor transitions ensure functional mobility. The radio taiso lubricates the joints and balances hormones. The sampo improves cardiovascular health. The deep squat restores posture. And the towel twist integrates both sides of the brain. Together, they form a complete system of maintenance and rejuvenation. It's not magic, it's intelligent physiology. It's using movement, the most fundamental tool we possess, to send our bodies the right signals. Instead of signals of stress, sedentary lifestyle, and decline, you send signals of repair, strength, and vitality. You are taking control of your biology, using the same principles that Thoth codified millennia ago. The question now is not whether it works, but how you can integrate this power into your daily life in a simple and sustainable way. Integrating the 6 rituals into your life. You've received the map, science has validated it, and now you understand the power behind each of these 6 rituals. The big question is, how do you transform this knowledge into real practice? Into a habit that integrates seamlessly into your life, without feeling like just another obligation in an already busy routine. The beauty of this system is that it doesn't require hours at the gym or superhuman willpower. The power lies not in intensity, but in consistency. The complete journey takes less than 15 minutes a day. Let's draw up a simple plan. Start your morning, not with your phone, but with your body. As soon as you get out of bed, dedicate 3 minutes to radio taiso. Use soft music and flow through the movements to gently awaken each joint. This will be your new breakfast for the body. Right after, while the water for your coffee or tea heats up, practice sage balance. 1 minute on each leg. It's the perfect time to focus on your breath and find your center before the day truly begins. Next, find 2 minutes for the towel twist. You can do this right after the sage balance or during any other short break in the morning. These first 6 to 7 minutes of your day will have already activated your brain, lubricated your joints, and prepared your nervous system for a calm and focused day. You've already done more for your rejuvenation than most people do in an entire week of conventional workouts, and the day has barely begun. The other 3 rituals can be integrated even more organically. During the day, whenever you feel stiff or tired from sitting, instead of just stretching in your chair, get down to the floor and practice the deep squat rest for a minute or 2. Use this time to breathe deeply and feel your spine decompress. And practice floor transitions a few times throughout the day. Instead of asking for help to pick something up from the floor, see it as an opportunity to practice the movement. Finally, sampo. You don't need to set aside an hour for it. Turn a small part of your daily walk into a sampo. It could be the first 5 minutes of your commute to work, or a short walk after lunch. Turn off the music, put your phone away, and just walk. Breathe and feel. 5 minutes of mindful walking is more powerful than 30 minutes of distracted walking. It's not about adding more tasks to your life, but about transforming existing tasks into opportunities for renewal. Remember, the goal isn't perfection. There will be days when you only do 1 or 2 rituals. That's okay. What's important is the intention and consistency over time. Every minute you dedicate to these movements is a deposit into your longevity and vitality account. It's not a workout you have to do. It's a dialogue you choose to have with your body. A choice that, repeated day after day, becomes your new reality. A reality of strength, grace, and independence. You have reached the end of this path, and now the map is complete in your hands. The wisdom of Thoth, which has traveled through the millennia, has been validated by the most rigorous science and is lived daily by Japanese centenarians. This knowledge is no longer a secret. It is here, available to you. The truth is that painful aging, loss of mobility, and mental decline are not an inevitable sentence. They are, to a large extent, the result of a life disconnected from the natural movement patterns for which our bodies were designed. What you have discovered is not a quest for immortality or a promise of eternal life. It is something far more real and valuable. The chance to live each year of your life independently, with a clear mind and a strong, capable body. It is the opportunity to change the narrative of aging, to transform it from a process of decline into a process of continuous wisdom and vitality. The choice, as always, is yours. You can file away this knowledge and continue on the standard path, or you can make a new choice. You can dedicate less than 15 minutes of your day to honoring the incredible project that is your body. There's no need for expensive equipment, gym memberships, or miracle supplements. All you need is your own body, the ground beneath your feet, and your willingness to move consciously. The journey doesn't begin with a grand overnight transformation. It begins with a single step. A single minute of balance, a single conscious breath. This small decision, when repeated tomorrow and the next day and the day after that, begins to create a cumulative effect. It's like a drop of water that, day after day, manages to sculpt the hardest rock. Each conscious movement is a message you send to your cells, telling them to repair, strengthen, and renew themselves. You are taking on the role of architect of your own biology, using the simplest and most powerful tools that exist. The elderly in Japan don't perform these rituals because they fear death. They do them because they love life. They want to savor each moment with presence, actively participate in the lives of their families and communities, and maintain their dignity and independence until their last breath. That is the true reward. The vitality that doesn't come from outside, from a pill or a procedure, but awakens from within, from the core of their being. The journey begins now. Not tomorrow, not next Monday. It begins with your next action. Choose one of the 6 rituals, whichever seems simplest or most appealing to you, and practice it right now. Feel in your own body the truth of what has been shared here. This first step, this first experience, is the true beginning of your journey to reverse time and reclaim the vitality that is your birthright. If you've made it this far, it's because you're no longer the same person who started this video. You felt the calling and understood that the power to transform your body and your life has always been in your hands. To let me know you're part of this awakened group, leave the phrase "Goodbye Old Age" in the comments. And if you feel this content helped you and you want to support the channel in a more direct way, so I can continue bringing you more secrets like this, there's a contribution link in the first pinned comment. Any help you can give is very important to me and to the growth of the channel, allowing this message to reach more people. But understand, just the fact that you watched until the end is already a huge help. If you can, share this video with someone you love who needs to hear this. And before you leave, wait. Your journey doesn't end here. I've prepared a special video for you to take the next step, content that will delve even deeper into what we've discussed and show you how to apply all of this in a practical and real-world way. Don't leave yet. Click on the video that's currently playing on the screen and let's meet there. See you on the other side.